Now, from the company with the most innovative firsts in fish finding technology comes a brand new first from Lowrance. The incredible new Lowrance Broadband Sounder. One small add-on, advanced Ethernet-based module. One giant leap in digital signal processing technology. For the best ever fish finding in coastal and inland waters alike. Lowrance Broadband Sounder optimizes sonar soundings for the highest underwater fish finding definition ever achieved up till now. With superior signal detection, exceptional noise rejection, virtually eliminating every speck of clutter in the murkiest and turbulent of water. In both the water column and on the surface, whether shallow water or deep. From trolling to high-speed boating. To exceptionally mark and separate fish targets from structure in thermoclines and on the bottom. With the new Lowrance Broadband Sounder, seeing is believing and seeing is catching. Take our word for it. Better yet, take the words of celebrated fishing pros, starting with George Poveromo.
I've been using Lowrance for years, and I was convinced that there wasn't a better unit in the market that could provide better readings of the bottom, bait, and game fish until they came out with the Broadband Sounder. The Broadband Sounder module is unique in that it virtually eliminates any surface clutter and provides a sharper, clearer, more concise picture of what's going on from the bottom all the way up to the surface. It's unique in that it also has the capabilities for me to reach and read depths of 5,000 feet and beyond rather easily. I rely on Lowrance in my day-to-day fishing to put me on bottom, bait, and game fish. And it's especially true when we're shooting a television show when there's a lot of time and money on the line. The Broadband Sounder is going to make me that much more efficient of an angler. The only way that I see that Lowrance can improve upon the picture provided by the Broadband Sounder is for me to virtually put on a dive mask, jump overboard, and have a look at the bottom myself. And still, I'm not convinced that that would do the trick. It's that revolutionary of a product.
Now, here's Shaw Grigsby casting his vote for the new Broadband Sounder.
This new broadband from Lowrance is outstanding. I've never seen anything like it. It literally takes your sonar from being normal and really good to being high def. I mean, it is unbelievable, the clarity and the definition that you'll see with it. And it's easy to install. It's a simple little box, plugs in between your transducer and your unit. Now, if your unit's a 2007 or later unit, then you will be able to do it. It's got a little yellow plug on the back. You go, yeah, I can install the broadband. So that makes it very, very easy to use. Plus, when you get it installed, it's just amazing. And I mean, it just shows everything. You can distinguish fish inside brush piles. You can distinguish fish on the sides, on the edges, right on the bottom. I can find fish inside grass. So you've got a big grass bed, you find them inside it. You can tell more easily what's brush, what's grass, what's rock. It's just phenomenal, the detail that you get. You can see a fish right on the bottom or just above the bottom. Broadband, simple, easy, the best you can have. That's the future of sonar right there.
The legendary Bill Dance had this to say.
You know, I've used Lowrance for years to find both fish and fish holding structure because it definitely helps me locate high percentage areas and eliminate unproductive time on the water. And I didn't think looking at the underwater world could possibly get any better. But you know what? Now it has with the new Lowrance Broadband Sounder. With the Broadband Sounder, I get greater fish finder detail and clarity like never before. It virtually eliminates surface clutter. And now it's easier for me to tell what kind of structure is under my boat, even in the shallowest water, whether it's deep brush, stump patches, even submerged standing timber. Most of all, the Broadband Sounder clearly marks fish targets that you couldn't even see before. It dramatically separates and displays fish holding at the surface or hidden in structure or in wads of bait fish. Whether you're fishing a new lake or just wanting to find new spots on a lake you fished for years, nothing, and I mean nothing, will give you more all-around utility performance and the best picture for finding fish than the Lowrance Broadband Sounder. And yes, now you can find them better. But remember, you still have to catch them.
Poveromo, Grigsby, Dance, and many more all agree the new Broadband Sounder is the next best step in fish finding technology. So how does it work? What makes the new Lowrance Broadband Sounder unlike anything else by anyone to date? For that, we turn to the Lowrance Broadband Sounder creator and Lowrance Chief Technical Officer Rod Weber.
The Lowrance Broadband Sounder gives better resolution, better target definition than we've seen before. It does this with lower transmit power. The Lowrance Broadband Sounder also gives us excellent depth penetration capability, and again, amazingly, it does it with low transmit power. The Lowrance Broadband Sounder also in shallow water, whether the water is turbulent, whether the water is murky, you still get good resolution and definition. This is the whisper that I was talking about. You don't need a lot of transmit power. You don't need that big shout in the water to get the results.
The whisper Rod Weber mentions is that the new Lowrance Broadband Sounder achieves higher detail and depth with only 250 watts of output power, which equates to not only longer transducer life, but also works with lower cost transducers. The Broadband Sounder works with all Lowrance compatible transducers, skimmer transom mounts, pod transducers, and shoot-through hull applications, as well as Lowrance compatible AirMar models. It's also fully automatic, so there's no need for manual sensitivity adjustments for clarifying sonar screen displays. And the Broadband Sounder accommodates all standard Lowrance transducer frequencies: 200 kilohertz, 83 200 kilohertz, and 50 200 kilohertz. Better yet, it's easy to install. Just connect the transducer to the broadband module. Connect the module to the Lowrance unit with the Ethernet cable and power the broadband module via a hookup to a switched power source. Plus, the Broadband Sounder is fully networkable to broadcast cleaner, more detailed sonar signals to an array of onboard Lowrance units via Ethernet using the likewise easy-to-install Navico expansion port. The Lowrance Broadband Sounder module alone or network is fully compatible with any Lowrance 2007 model or later with a 5-pin yellow Ethernet connector. For the next step forward and the newest and best in sonar fish finding technology that's amazingly different and decidedly better, it's the new Lowrance Broadband Sounder. Seeing is believing. Land one for yourself and seize the day.